ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायश भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवसेव्या भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टकी. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining. We are reading today from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 3 and this is the chapter 3. I'm going to discuss today text number 6 and 7. Okay, so we'll going to recite this verse. Text 6 is on the screen. So can I request Vindhyavali Mataji start with the prayer, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, bless from me all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Sutam rudekam vapushagраsantam दृष्ट्वा सुनाभो नमातितं दरिद्रया अमानित्र्यतास्तत्तनयाय शेषं दत्ता तद् अनन्तपुरम् अवेश सुतं हृदेकं वपुषाग्रशान्तं दृष्ट्वा सुनाभोन्मातितं दरिद्रया आमन्त्रितास्तत्तनयाय शेषं दत्ता तद् अनन्तपुरम् अवेश सुतं हृदेकं वपुषाग्रशान्तं दृष्ट्वा सुनाभोन्मातितं दरिद्रया आमन्त्रितास्तत्तनयाय शेषं दत्त्वा तद् अनन्तपुरम् अवेश. Did I do 2 or 3?
Yeah, Mataji, that's fine. Like let's other devotees also recite, then we'll do that.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Please, devotees, please recite the verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Shutam hridekam bhapusa grashantam drishto vasunbhan mathitam daritraya amantritastat tanayaya sesham datta bhatadmanta puram abhivesha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sutam hridekam vapushagраsantam drishtva sunabhonamatitam daritrya amantritastat-tanayaya sesham dattva tad antaha purama avivesha. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
श्रुतं हृदेखं वपुषाग्रसन्तं दृष्ट्वा सुनाभोन्मथितं दरिद्रया आमन्त्रितस्तत्तनयाय शेषं दत्त्वा तदन्तःपुरम् आविवेश.
Anyone else would like to say? Okay, I recite. Sutam hridekam vapushagраsantam दृष्ट्वा सुनाभोन्मथितं धरित्र्या आमन्त्रितस्तत्तन्नयाय शेषं दत्त्वा तदन्तः पुरम् अविविशेष. Synonyms: Sutam, sun; Mradhe, in the fight; Kham, the sky; Vapusha, by his body; Grasantam, while devouring; Drashtva, seeing; Sunab, by the Sudarshan wheel; Unmatitam, killed; Dhritraya, by the earth; Amantritaha, being prayed for; Tat Tanyaya, Tat Tanyai, to the son of Narakasura; Shesham, that which was taken from; Dattva, returning it; Tat, his; Anantapuram, inside the house; Aviveshaha, entered. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charan Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila ki jai. Narkasura, the son of Dharitri, the earth, tried to grasp the whole sky, and for this he was killed by Lord in a fight. His mother then prayed to the Lord. This led to the return of the kingdom to the son of Narkasura, and thus the Lord entered the house of the demon. Report by Srila Prabhupada. It is said in other Puranas that Narkasura was the son of Dharitri, the earth, by the Lord himself, but he became a demon due to bad association of Bana, another demon. An atheist is called a demon, and it's a fact that even a person born of good parents can turn into a demon by bad association. Birth is not always the criterion of goodness. Unless and until one is trained in the culture of good association, one cannot become good. So let's read the second verse also. Vindhyavali Mataji, would you like to read this? 7.
Tatra hartasta naradev kanya kujena drishtva haram artabandhum attaya sadyo jagrihut praharsha vridhanuraga pratitavalokai.
Thank you. Any other devotee want to recite?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I cannot see complete ones. Yeah, I will try. Tatra hiritaasta naradev kanya पूजेन दृष्ट्वा हरिमहात्मबन्धुम् उत्थाय सदयो जगृहु प्रहर्ष वृदानुरागा प्रहितावलोकैः. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
हृतस्था नरदेव कन्या कुजेन दृष्टो वा हरिम् आर्तबन्धुम् उत्थाय सदयो जगृहो प्रहर्षः भृनारुगा प्रहिता भलोकः. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for reading. I'll read now. Tatra hartasta naradeva kanya kujena drishtva harimarta bandhum utthaya sadyo jagruhu praharsha vrida nuga prahita valokai. Synonyms: Tatra, inside the house of Narkasura; Ahrataha, kidnapped; Taha, all those; Naradeva Kanya, the daughters of the many kings; Kujena, by the demon; Drashtva, by seeing; Harim, the Lord; Arthabandhum, the friend of the distressed; Utthai, at once got up; Sadhya, then and there; Jagruhu, accepted; Praharsha, joyfully; Vrida, shyness; Anuraga, attachment; Prahita, avlokahi, by eager glances. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charan Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There in the house of demon, all the princesses kidnapped by Narkasura at once became alert upon seeing the Lord. the friend of the distressed. They looked upon him with eagerness, joy, and shyness, and offered to be his wives. Narkasura kidnapped many daughters of great kings and kept them imprisoned in his palace. But when he was killed by the Lord entered the house of the demon. All the princesses were enlivened with joy and offered to become his wives because the Lord is the only friend of the distressed. Unless the Lord accepted them, there would be no chance of being married because demon kidnapped them from their father's custody, and therefore no one would agree to marry them. According to Vedic society, girls are transferred from the custody of the father to the custody of husband. Since these princesses have already been taken away from the custody of their fathers, it would have been difficult for them to have any husband other than Lord himself. Nama Om Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshulmitamina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutle Swayam Rupa Kadamham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadikamanam Shri Gurun Vaishramsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajim Shadavaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dem Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagalnita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha नमा ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचरणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे नमो महावदान्य कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गुरुत्वस्य नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्तवतारं भक्तकं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकं वांछा कल्पतरुभश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So in one more time, I'll read the translation. Narkasura, the son of Dharitri, the earth, tried to grab the whole sky, and for this he was killed by the Lord in a fight. His mother then prayed to the Lord. This led to the return of the kingdom to the son of the Narkasura, and thus the Lord entered the house of the demon. So here, this is Uddhava remembering the pastimes of the Lord, where he actually delivered this Narkasura, or one of the name of Narkasura is Bhaumasura. So this Narkasura was a very great demon, and here is mentioned that that Narkasura is a son of Dharitri, the earth. So here in the proportion was says that it is said in other Puranas that Narkasura was born of Dharitri, the earth, by the Lord himself. So one may see that, okay, the Narkasura, because he took birth from Lord himself and Mother Earth, so he should be a good personality. By default, that's there. But this is not always true. Like, there are always exceptions. Normally, yes. Maximum time, it says that when the parents are good, the child also normally comes good. There's no doubt about it. But there are always an exception. It's not always true that if you are a good parents, then your child will automatically become good. Many, especially I feel like people I have seen that many Indian parents who came to United States here, I know them. Like they came here from India, Holy Dham, and even many belong to the Holy Dham. They came here in the search of job or other part of their other career or their life, whatever, and they assume that their children will automatically become nice just because they are our child. Many parents, I'm not talking about the Western kids, but I'm talking about the especially people the Indian families were coming from India, and then they assume that because we are good, then our children will also become very nice without any training. Without any training. This is the assumption. And and I've seen that many parents are now regretting. I meet every day, every Sunday, and the other days I see many parents who are thinking that why their child is completely going opposite direction. Even though we are very nice, but our children, once they go to college and once they go out of a house, they're rarely even talking to their parents. Forget about following any tradition. Even I've seen people who are coming to our ISKCON temple. Many devotees were here in the temple for 10, 15 years after going to college, and now they are completely out of the picture. They're not even really following that culture at all. So this is why is that? This is a very important point here. Prabhupada is actually bringing that I want to talk today is not that just because of good birth from a good family, good parent, that you are assumed to be a good. Yes, there's chances, always a chances that if the parents are good and the consciousness is good, or it's almost there that you will got a good child. That's a law of Garbhadana Samskar. But there is always an exception, and here is one exception. Even this Narkasura, he born out of Lord Varhadev and Mother Earth, but still he became a demon, an atheist. So this is what Prabhupada bring up the point, the association. Without a good association, no one can become a devotee. It's a fact that if you want to become a devotee, if you want to become a good person, you need to have association with good people. Like say for example, we see another example here. There is an example of Narkasura who took birth from Mother Earth and Lord himself. And there's another example in the opposite. A son born from Hiranyakashipu and Kayadu, Prahlad, who became a great devotee of the Lord. So Hiranyakashipu was number one atheist. He was number one atheist. He was he's not even just atheist. He was very, very envious of Lord Vishnu. He personally wanted to kill Lord Vishnu. He was so envious of Lord Vishnu. So he was so much determined. He was so envious of Lord that if any would have say any words about the Lord, he was ready to kill that person, And he killed many people like that. But in his family, the great devotee of the Lord, Prahlad Maharaj, appeared. So we see two examples. One is there is a Narkasura who is born from Lord and Mother Earth. On the other side, we have Prahlad Maharaj, this Hiranyakashipu and Kayadu, and Prahlad Maharaj born from them. And similarly, we can see just if we see the father of Hiranyakashipu was Kashyap Muni, who is direct son of Marichi, and Marichi is the son of Brahma. Marichi is the great son of Brahma, and the Marichi's son Kashyap Muni, and Kashyap Muni has many wives. One wife, Aditi, with the Aditi, they gave birth to many demigods, and even Lord appeared from Lord. This Kashyap Muni is the father of the Lord Vamandev. And then same person, Kashyap Muni and Diti, they gave birth to Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. There are many, if you see like this whole Vedic system, there's so many things are there like that. So there is always exception. We just can't assume that because we are good, then everything will be good, right? So this is what here Prabhupada brought a very good point, that it's a fact that even a person born of good parents can turn into demon by bad association. This is a very, very important point. For our Krishna consciousness, this association is the number one key for. So even in like Bhakti Samar Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Adau Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sango. In order for us to practice our bhakti, our devotional service, it is very, very important that we should be connected with the devotees. Even personally, I have seen that if I'm out of contact of devotees, or if I'm not coming to temple regularly, if I'm going away, within a few days, our minds start going in the material world very easily. Very easily. And no, it's not even that. Like, say, the time we are in temple, I personally feel myself that when I'm in the temple, it's like a very spiritual environment, and we are like in Krishna's world. The time you drive out from the temple and come on the road, looks like you're in material world. So it's like that. This material world is like in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says that Krishna is like a sun. Krishna Surya Saman Maya Andakar. Jahan Krishna Taha Maya Nidhikar. So Krishna is like a sun, and this darkness, Maya is like darkness. So if we are in Krishna, if you are in association of Krishna, if you are in association of devotees, then we are in the light, we are in the sun. But if we are not in association of devotees, like a darkness is Maya. So this association is very, very important factor for cultivation of our spiritual knowledge. Generally, many devotees, they say A, B, C, D of spiritual life. They say A is like association, B is like books, C is like chanting, and D is like diet or prasadam, whatever. So association is very, very important factor here. What Prabhupada is bringing that association is very much needed for all devotees. Sadhu Sang, Sarva Shastra Kahe, Lav Matra Sadhu Sang, Sarva Siddhi Hai. So this is important that we should not assume that if a child born from like a good parents automatically become a devotee, or automatically accept Krishna consciousness, or automatically inherit all the great qualities of the Vedic culture. It's not like that. Especially in today's world. If it's a different yuga, I would say like Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, or Dwapar Yuga, then it's a different matter maybe, because at that time the those elements were not present in the society. But in today's society, these demons are present everywhere. If nothing but they can see, our kids can see in the schools. If they go to public schools here, all the people are materialistic. They are all materialistic mindset. You go in offices, everybody is of materialistic mindset. They're all basically thinking about this material world and just enjoying this material world. This atheistic mentality, what Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16, the divine and the demonic qualities. So Krishna only there also Krishna explained the divine qualities only in 3 verses, but the demonic quality, the whole chapter was basically dedicated, because especially in Kali Yuga, these demonic quality will be everywhere. People think that what harm in earning money, what harm in working so hard. People say what harm, we are earning money because this is good for living. We need money for our living, so we can work hard and hard and hard. But they don't understand that when you keep working hard for your survival, and then you are not taking association of devotees, then you will not be able to pursue spiritual life. It's very difficult. So Prabhupada said that here, birth is not always criterion for goodness. So not always. So if even Prabhupada accept that, he is saying that many times it's there that when somebody takes birth in a good family, they are inheriting the qualities. It is said that in Vedic system, that if the child is born of a parents, then they generally inherit previous 7 generations quality in that 7 generations qualities. But if the family is giving like following the regulations properly, in only for those families, not the families today nobody is doing any samskaras, which is very difficult. So in a Vedic system, there are 16 samskaras that you have to perform for a child, and then starting from Garbhadan and then up till like Anteshti samskar. So if the family is following all the samskaras very nicely, then it is possible that the child born in a family might inherit those qualities, but not always. That's what Prabhupada said, not always. So there's always a chance that a child can divert or go to a like bad association. So it is duty of a parents to make sure that their child in a good association, not in a bad association. So that's why Prabhupada said that until one is trained in the culture of good association. So this is very important for us, that we should note down that good association is the important factor. Even though a demon, if as I say, like the Prahlad Maharaj, even born in a demonic family, but because of the association of Narad Muni, because Narad Muni, like when he was in the womb of his mother, Narad Muni preached or delivered the pastimes of Krishna to the mother Kayadu. And then because Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of the mother, he was hearing, and by he's getting association of Narad Muni through the Vani, and because of that, Prahlad became a devotee by birth. So when Shanda and Amarka took Prahlad Maharaj in front of Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu asked this question, how do you become a devotee? He was saying, because Shanda and Amarka said that nobody came to our ashrama. He thought that some Vaishnava came and preached him this Krishna consciousness. But Shanda and Amarka confirmed to Hiranyakashipu that no, nobody came to preach him. We were the only teachers, but we don't know how he learned this. Maybe he's right from the birth, he's like that only. But they didn't know that he actually got preached by Narad Muni, the greatest Vaishnava, the greatest Vaishnava preacher. So they don't know that. But Prahlad Maharaj knows that. But Prahlad Maharaj was not revealing that I learned it from Narad Muni. So Hiranyakashipu was very inquisitive. How come Prahlad become a devotee in my family? It's not possible. From where he learned this thing? So this association is very, very important here. Prabhupada brought up the point. And then now I'll go to the next verse. There is another important point here, Prabhupada mentioned in the purport here, is that because this Narkasura kidnapped many, many girls from many kings. So same in the Vedic tradition, it is generally it is said that the girl have like three phases of the life. The first phase is before marriage. Before marriage, a girl has to be under the protection of his father, because girls are very, very important part of the society. So they has to be given protection, and the father gives protection till girls come to the age of marriage. And in the princely orders, in the family of kings and all, they used to perform swamvara ceremony. Means girls used to choose their husband, whatever they like. But this Narkasura, he actually kidnapped all these girls from the houses of the kings. And now they were captured in the house of Narkasura, in the palace of Narkasura. And now that part is not done because father could not protect them. So that's the first phase of life. So if father, it's the duty of father to handle the daughter to a suitable boy. So then when boy get married with the girl, so that then the husband take care of the girl, of the wife, till they become the age of Vanaprastha. So till Vanaprastha, husband take care of the wife. And after Vanaprastha, if a husband decided to go for sannyas, which is actually prohibited in Kali Yuga, not everyone, only Vaishnava sannyas is allowed, but not all the sannyas. But if he choose to go for sannyas, at that time, it is duty of husband to hand over his wife back to the son who is capable, who is already, means if he has a son and who is like now grown up and very responsible, then in that case only he can leave the wife to his son, and then he can go for sannyas. Otherwise he can't. He has to take care of the wife, because that's the system. So until you don't have, if you have grown up son, then you have to put your wife under the protection of the son and then go. So a girl has to stay under the protection of father, a husband, and a grown-up son. But in this case here, all these 16,100 girls or princesses, they were captured by Narkasura. And now They were basically get imprisoned into into this palace, and now they have no hope of anyone taking care of them, because that first thing was broken, that father could not hand over to a suitable boy. We see in the pastimes of Lord Ram also, when Mother Sita was there in the in Ravan's Lanka. So because people would raise finger, but even Lord Ram knows there is no problem with Mother Sita. But in order for the society to see, so Lord Ram asked Mother Sita to go through the fire. But actually, it was the hidden reason is different. Like in our scriptures mentioned that because Lord Ram kept the real Sita under the protection of Agni Dev, so that was the reason that he want to get back the real Sita, because what Ravana captured was Maya Sita. Yesterday we were basically celebrating Dussehra. So what Ravana captured, he came to capture Sita, but he couldn't, because he couldn't touch real Sita. What he got it is a Maya Sita, and because of that Maya Sita, he got killed by Lord Ram. So ultimately, the point is that here these girls now thinking that who's going to accept us. So they have no other hope. But there's a very common say in Hindi. I will say that and then I'll translate that. जिसका कोई नहीं उसका तो भगवान है. When nobody take cares of you, Lord is always there to take care of you. In this world, if nobody take care of you, but Lord always there to take care of you. So similarly here, these girls, they were thinking that nobody can accept us now. Nobody can accept us. Who's going to accept us? Only Lord can accept us. So they, here Prabhupada, like in this verse, he say that they looked upon him. So when Lord entered into the chamber where all these, like in the palace, where all these girls were there, so they were looking very eagerness. That who is that beautiful boy? Krishna was so beautiful, because as soon as they saw this, oh my God, he's such a beauty. So they, just by that, they in their heart, they accepted Krishna as their husband. That's the first thing. And then they feel joy. Joy means wow, like that we like Lord is coming us to save us. That's another the factor joy. And then shyness, because they offered themselves as a wives, right? So naturally they are feeling shy, because in the marriage it's a Vedic tradition. I'm not saying that about other culture, but here in the US or other culture, there is no shyness during the time of marriage. The girls and boy, they are open, like, and then doing things and all. But in Vedic tradition, when a girls and boy comes in front of society, they are not just doing things like openly like that. There's always a shyness. This is the ornament of a girl in the Vedic society, shyness. So that's why here Prabhupada, like it's mentioned that they were very eager, they're very joyful, and they were very shy. But they, in their heart, they offered themselves to the Lord. So, but Lord, being the Paramatma, see, Lord, Krishna is present in everyone's heart. He's being the Paramatma. He knows the heart of these girls. They say like, oh, they are surrendered to me. So Lord says that if anyone surrender to me, I take care of them. If anyone comes and say that, Lord, I am your, Lord will take care of that. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that, Sarv dharman pratajya mamekam shanam vraja. Aham tvam sarpape bhyo mokshe shami mashucha. If you surrender to me, I will take care of you. There's no doubt about it. So Lord protected Vibhishana, like Vibhishana, when he left his brother's kingdom, Ravana's, and came to Lord and surrendered to Lord. He offered Dandvat Pranam to Lord and say, Lord, I am yours. Then Lord Ram declared, anyone who comes to me and surrender to me and say that I am yours, I will protect them forever. So these girls, they actually took shelter of Lord in their heart. And they accepted Krishna as his wife, like Krishna as their husband. So then Krishna, later we will see that Krishna is going to get married, all these 1608 girls. But Lord is very, very merciful here. This whole pastime is basically showing that how merciful Lord is. Right? The Lord first delivered Narkasura. Now he's delivering all these queens, all these princesses. And similarly, as Lord delivered like Putana, other demons also. So whenever whoever come in contact with the Lord, whether favorable or unfavorable, anyone who come in contact with the Lord, whether they are in a favorable mood or unfavorable mood, they will get benefited. So in seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Narad Muni explains that whether you are favorable or unfavorable, we should always remember Krishna. That is a principle. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So there are favorable examples are like all the devotees, they remember Krishna in a favorable way. All the Brajavasis and all the like Dwarka Vasis, Mathura Vasis. In unfavorable way, we see like Kamsa used to remember Krishna in the mood of fear. He was scared of Krishna, like Krishna is going to kill me like that. But when Krishna killed him, he delivered him. Similarly, Krishna killed many demons, Shishupal, Dantavakra, and now this Narkasura. All this. So, and even in Srimad Bhagavatam, it's mentioned that Bhishma Deva confirmed that even the small like every soldier who actually died in front of Krishna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they all achieved their swarupa in the spiritual world. That's the mercy of Krishna. So here we see another uh, beautiful pastime where Krishna is showing his mercy by accepting all these 16,108 girls who are captured by Narkasura. So Lord knows that, and Lord accepted them, and this is the great mercy of the Lord for all the fallen conditioned souls. So by hearing this pastime, we can understand that whatever condition we are, whether we are not eligible to receive the mercy of the Lord. Sometimes we feel that, well, I'm chanting 16 round, or I'm doing this great devotional service and all, so I'm qualified to accept the mercy of the Lord. But actually not. Lord will give mercy. That is his choice. If Lord want to give mercy, that's his choice. We cannot force Lord that you have to give me mercy or you have to give me that. So it's Lord's own sweet will that if he want to give mercy, he can give the mercy. He gave mercy to this Putana. He gave mercy to Kubja. He gave mercy to like devotees. So his choice. But point is that we have to come in contact with the Lord. Once we come in the contact with the Lord, we chant Hare Krishna. We request, even Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we request Srimati Radharani to please engage in the service of the Lord. So all we are hankering is basically service of the Lord. And once we serve, one day the Lord will become pleased with us and then give us the shelter of his lotus feet. And then we'll go back home, back to Godhead by the mercy of the Lord. And the devotees. Yes, definitely. Because here in the previous verse, we were discussing about that we should practice our bhakti in the association of devotees. It is very important that we should always remain in sadhu sangha, in the devotee association. All right, thank you very much. So I'll stop now. And see if anyone have any comment, questions, corrections, or reflections they would like to share today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, very nice lecture.
Hare Krishna.
So you had mentioned, you spoke a lot today about parents and their children and association. So, I suspect, I don't have children, but I suspect this is very, very difficult. And I don't
Yes.
envy the parents. It's not easy.
Yes.
But what do you have suggestions? Like what could one do? That's be a big challenge.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, as I say, I have seen many families. Don't assume that what Prabhupada says that in the purport is that if we assume that okay, we are very nice, we are very good, like we are chanting Hare Krishna, okay, we are we are very good devotees, and assume that our children, because we are devotees, so our children also become devotee. Not that's what Prabhupada said. Not always. So it is, as a parents, it's a duty that we should keep our children always in Krishna consciousness by giving them proper devotional service. So as Prabhupada, even Srila Prabhupada said that when he was a small child, his father gave him a small chariot to celebrate Jagannath Rath Yatra. His father gave him the deities of Radha and Krishna to worship. So it is a duty of the parents to give them an environment where they can get a good association of the devotees and they can practice devotional service without any obstacles, material and social and spiritual also. Like, so point is that as a parents, it is our duty to provide our children the environment where they can grow spiritually. So not just assume that they will become automatically devotee. Like I see many parents, they come to temple and then they leave their child. Okay, they are in temple, now they will become devotee. It's not like that, it's not like that you just leave your parents and then you leave your children. Okay, now they are in temple, so they will become automatically devotee. It's not. You need constant monitoring. Like you need to have like constant talk with your children and like your child when they go to school, when they come to temple, even they come to temple, you have to talk to them that what you learned, because constant dialogue should be there and constant association of a good association should be there with the children. Otherwise, we never know, because this material world is so risky. Prabhupada says that. Prabhupada always give example like if you are shaving and suddenly you get distracted, suddenly there is a blood. There's a cut on your face and then you see the blood. So this material world is very very difficult and very 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 difficult for devotees. So we have to be very careful at every step that we should not get into in the bad association anywhere. Yeah, so we should be very careful that we should always be in contact with the Krishna consciousness. And many times we Prabhupada give example that like as long as we are in good association, we are fine. But as soon as we are diverted or just slight away from good association, that's creates problem. So I feel my suggestion is like whatever I hear from Prabhupada is that always keep like yourself in Krishna consciousness, in association of devotees, and always keep your family, including your wife, your children, everyone who want to become a devotee or who are aspiring to become a devotee, always in good association. That's the only key. And giving them proper environment, do your best, and rest up to Krishna, and always pray to Krishna if some trouble comes.
That's wonderful. Beautiful. Thank you, Prabhu.
All right, thank you, Mataji. All right, anyone else have any other comment, question?
Very good class, Prabhu. And both the slokas, it tells our culture and everything. And through Prabhupada's books, we know we can learn a lot of things. Parents can learn a lot of things. Yes, like you said, whatever we do, if they go out of the house for college or somewhere, not only college, schools also.
Yes.
When they go to middle school and that elementary school, whatever it is, the culture is different here. We should accept that. Here, culture is that they just don't feel that much. But our Indian culture, we do. We had some things like that. We learned a lot of mythology books, like you said, all these stories. Once girls go and after marriage, if they go and stayed in somebody's without any this thing, they stay. That husbands won't accept. So that was the culture we came from. Whether it is bad or not, we don't know. That was the thing. And even for children, we teach them a lot now. I see all this difference from my and my grandparents, from my grandparents and mine, and then my children and their children. What a difference is there. Lot of difference is there. We're forcing them to learning. No, go to God and you have just pranam before you go anywhere. Like that, those things we're trying to teach them. It's very hard. People, they raise children here. It's very hard, very hard. Step by step, they have to tell them every day. That is a thing, I always feel that this is Kali Yuga, how the children will come up with the other association. Association is a very important thing. Even elders or youngsters, Association, association, association. Good association they need. Then that will make a lot of difference in their lives. So listening to this Bhagavatam Katha in the morning, we ourselves, at this age, I am learning a lot of things, lot of points. Previously, what rishis did, what happened, lot of points I am learning too. So those are the things very important. Association is very important. Good association is very important. Thank you very much for a nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for offering me to
Thank you very
read
much.
the
Blessings, your comments, your
poems.
reflections.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any other comment, question before we end for today? All right, so thank you all for joining. Hare Krishna, everyone. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran ki jai.
Jai.
Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.